name is Gary Pezzi. Professionally, I actually am a financial advisor with Morgan Stanley. As it is, I have a degree in ichthyology, which is the study of fish, a minor in oceanography. I'm an avid surfer, and I'm also the recreation seat. What's not pointed out is most of us here are volunteering our time, such as you or what you're doing. It's just a great thing. I like to agree with the perspectives that we're going to get from creative minds that see an issue. So what I represent in the recreation seat are surfers, swimmers, kayakers, and other recreators in the water.
Thank you very much. We're going to now open up public comments. So if you could read your public comments, we'd be happy to hear them. Go right ahead.
We're the 5th grade class from Madonna School in Watsonville, and we've been working on an environmental project to help support the orcas of the Monterey Bay. We chose to focus our project on the orcas after we found out that many of our everyday choices directly affect the survival and health of the orca. In fact, our Monterey Bay hosts one of the most endangered of the orcas as they come in search of salmon. The southern resident orcas, with as few as 79 left, which means they could easily become extinct during our lifetime. Through researching this topic, we have found one major threat to the orca and all whale species is contacted with boats and water vessels like kayaks and paddleboards. Although boating accidents are not on purpose, it often causes harm or death to the orca and can endanger the people in the boats. In fact, collision with whale-watching boats was found to be the #1 type of boating problem when tracked by the International Whaling Commission. Boats cause a few different types of threats to the whales. For instance, they can collide with the whale and can seriously cut or kill a whale. Although the whale may heal from the cut, it lowers their ability to survive as they heal. And with only 79 orcas left, each whale counts. According to wildwhales.org, the 3 most common whales struck by boats are fin whales, humpback whales, and killer whales. All of these whales live in our Monterey Bay. In fact, Luna, an orphaned orca, sadly came too close with boats and ended up dying from the collision. Another harm from boats is the exhaust on the water when the boat idles. This exhaust is a breathing level for the orcas, so for them it is like us lying on a driveway with a car running. One study from Vancouver found that the amount of exhaust inhaled by orcas is 5 times greater than the amount on a stretch of an LA freeway. This study has also shown in terms of the air and the water cause the exhaust to just hang out on top instead of float up. Noise from the boat and the boat's instruments can be a threat to whales as well. The engine and the instruments like sonar can interfere with the whale's ability to communicate. Killer whales rely on their highly developed vocalizations and hearing abilities for navigating, finding their prey, and communication. When the noise interferes, it affects their ability to hunt or find their pod. Lastly, often people are excited to see a whale and will gather around at the sighting of one. This causes the whale to become stressed as they are often protecting their calf or may feel threatened. Whales have shown signs of stress like tail thrashing when many boats and kayaks surrounded the whale. This can end in the whale trying to escape and colliding with surrounding boats. In one study from Sound Watch of the Whale Museum in Washington, they observed that an average of 15 to 20 vessels were within a half a mile of the whale during peak viewing season and hours. We came here today to help protect the whales of our National Marine Sanctuary and request your support in voting laws around whales in the Monterey Bay. Currently, neither National Marine Sanctuary Act regulations nor marine mammal protection require people to remain a set distance away from whales in our marine sanctuary. We asked while on our field trip to the Sanctuary Exploration Center why the sanctuary didn't have any boating laws around whales, and we were told that it was because they would be too hard to enforce. However, laws exist in both Hawaii and Washington, they found with help from a grant from the National Marine Fisheries Service, and that they were able to patrol during peak seasons and enforce the law. To help people understand that we can watch the whales, but they need their space for their safety and ours.
In fact, in Hawaii, the law states that all water vessels, so boats, surfers, and kayaks, must not approach a whale and must stay 100 yards from the whale. They must stay out of the path of the whale. Even though they have such laws, it has not hurt the whale watching industry, but really protected it because they are protecting the animals they're trying to watch. In Washington, they have even stricter laws at 200-yard distance with no idling on the water when watching. Again, they too must stay out of the path of the whale and be aware that their boat doesn't drift into the whale's path.
However, here in the Marine Sanctuary, we have no laws. We have a recommendation of 50 yards distance. That isn't enforceable because it's just a recommendation.
In closing, we believe that a marine sanctuary can't really be a sanctuary without doing all it can to protect the animals that need the most protection. The whales that enter our Monterey Bay, like the humpback and southern resident orca, are endangered and need our support by lowering a major threat to them, boat collisions. We would love to see the Sanctuary Advisory Council consider our request to start a boating law in the Monterey Bay like that in Hawaii or Washington. We believe the whales need the 100 to 200 yard distance for their safety and for ours. Thank you for your time.
Now that we've heard from the students, I was wondering, do we have any other public comment? I just want to go back and remind people, since I didn't remind you, but you followed all the rules. There's a 3-minute, we asked for 3 minutes, you guys did it great. And we asked you to do a comment card, so we're going to take your comments and those will be in the minutes. So anyone who wants to do public comment, 3 minutes?
Oh yeah, on the 16th, this Monday, there was a whale that was entangled with gear wrapped around the body. We're not sure what kind of gear. Could be like ghost.
I have a question for the resources control. So is that sort of just intentional? We'll just look the other way, sort of thing.
We don't get reports of that. We don't. The email text net, like I work with Penny. Jessica sends them when they are done. So we don't know. Yeah, the papers can be a picture where we go back and track like how that happened. Because what I like to email is text net is really the hardest. Oh, great. She said that she's gonna try and have
What if you had the gear mark?
I think you're happy. I'm okay. You're really happy to talk to me, but it doesn't mean that you know it doesn't. You can
Thank you guys for coming. You guys are great. Yeah, good job. Yeah.
saw two, but this was so far away. I tried to get a picture, but it was so far away.
Adding up. Hi guys.